say Happy New Year in person to my crew here, Chris and of course director. Chef is in studio cutting out some pimentos and thing. I don't know, it's pimentos, right, Chef?
Yeah.
Nice, man. So Chef is cutting up, doing his thing. We're going to get a little breakfast this morning. It's Friday morning. It's a light show. So the year really ain't start yet for us, right? Because this is like the last day in the week kind of thing. So Monday we going to come out fiery. All right? But a few things did happen over the old years into the New Year's concerning the fireworks. Where I was in Diego Martin, brother man, I don't know about the rest of Ole and where Ole location is there, but it had two people living down on that side, like they did a go competition, boy. It's only boom, boom, boom. And then he answer back, boom, 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 boom. And then another answer back, bang, 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 boom, bang. Then the next one, Lego one. You know? But you was quiet? Well, brother man, Diego Martin didn't spare no expenses. I could never understand it though. You know what I mean? People just talk about all kind of thing about, oh, I see a man put out a video saying he get a $4,500 ticket. Well, if you get a ticket because you were 31 kilometers over the speed limit, they told you, you knew it was going up. And on the first day of the year, you decided to go speeding 31 kilometers over the speed limit. What you expect to happen? I mean, you kind of saw it that the police was here to enforce it, but nevertheless, what do you expect to happen when the law is broken? You pay the consequences? Not so?
True.
Is that not it, fellas?
Correct, that's right.
Or am I mistaken? It's not like you didn't know, and he knew. You understand what I'm saying? Because he put the video saying, I know they say it was going up, you know, but you had to be the biggest idiot. I'm telling you, that is one of the highest levels of stupidity that you could get. You know what I mean?
You wanted to make sure.
Lord of mercy, you wanted to make sure the law working. Well, it working, brother. You know what I mean? Anyway, but eyeliner, the fireworks thing, I see that the NGO that we had on earlier this week, Citizens Against Noise Pollution, they were not happy with the noise and these fireworks on Old Year's night into New Year's morning. And I tell you what, it was really, where I was, I don't know about the rest of people there, but where I was, it was, I'm telling you. You think? Because I saw my Charlene. So I saw my girl, and she had two dogs, a husky and well, I don't even know what the breed of the next dog is. But nevertheless, it's one of those now, you know? Yeah. A terrier. And one of those terriers. And man, it's only boom, 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 boom. I tell you. I don't know. And that's the thing. You know, the fellow will pay you have to pay the 4,500, right? Because you get a ticket. You're complaining about this, that, and the other. But people have no problem spending exorbitant amounts of money to light it up and see it explode. Literally. Literally. You understand what I'm saying? I know I had to leave my two dogs home because I was doing the Martin, but my two dogs, I know Woodbrook residents will set off fireworks. If it's one thing, you ain't getting no fireworks going off in Woodbrook. Right? Woodbrook ain't doing that part. You dig it? So, I know the two of them was cool like Kool-Aid. When I reach home in the morning, when I reach home about 2 o'clock, two of them cool like Kool-Aid. You understand? They good to go. Jumping up on me and all kind of things. So, small thing. Anyway, we have a few things that we're going to open the phone line, take some calls on. Of course, it is the first breaking dawn for 2026, and it is the second day of 2026 as we enter the new year with a new mindset, a new perspective. You know, I didn't know, just talking on new perspectives and things like that, right? GI is supposed to be in for 6:30 this morning. So I'm waiting to see, I'll get a message to see when he arrives. But GI will be here. We'll premiere a music video that he has for a song called My Only One, right? GI is also an NCC commissioner, and I think he's an ambassador for Angostura as well. So we have him on this morning. We're going to chat with him about a new release or releases, because there's already two releases he has for 2026. But, you know, I didn't know, fellas. My girl telling me, asking me earlier night if I wash. Want to know anything about that? If I wash my clothes. You see, everybody grew up with different things, right? So apparently, in their neck of the woods, growing up, you're not supposed to have dirty clothes going into the new year. You gotta wash all your clothes. You only have clean clothes. Want to know anything about that? I never heard about that in my life. Huh? You serious? Chef, you never heard about that, right? And look at that. And Chef nearly 60. So, and Chef never heard about that. That's what I'm saying. I never, that's the first time I ever heard about that. You have to wash your clothes and make sure you have clean clothes going into the new year. I never heard about that in my life. That's the first time. I know people are all kind of, you know what I mean? I know people are all kind, like my father. 12 o'clock on the dot. My father used to get up from the bed to go and take a bath. He had to take a bath at midnight.
Right.
On the stroke of midnight, New Year's Day, he used to have to take a bath. Right? So, no, I'm telling you, people are all kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What was gosh, boy, that's something else too. You know, somebody else had told me a time, boy, and I can't remember it right now. You know, and I just like, man, look now. I think I've grown past those things. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, no. After a while, that you have these New Year's resolutions, right?
Yeah.
Well, boy, you see, the New Year, I gonna do this and I gonna do that, and then it don't materialize.
Nah.
And then another year comes, and again, and it don't materialize.
Correct.
And then another year comes, and it doesn't materialize again, and over and over and over. I think you give up with these New Year's resolutions. You know what I mean? Because you really have to have a resolution. You must have a plan,
Yeah.
right? But unfortunately, some of the greatest experiences that you have and some of the greatest things that happen for you in life are not planned.
Correct.
You understand?
Correct.
So, yeah, it is what it is. Chef, morning, man.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning to the Caribbean and the international viewing audience. Best wishes for 2026. A happy New Year to everybody. And my simple message this morning to everybody out there, let me keep spreading love, man.
Spread the love.
Spread the love, but genuine love, eh? Yeah. You know, I want to say something. In the last 8 months, right? You know, we observe everything happening around the world, especially in Trinidad, social media, everything happening. And I have noticed in the last 8 months, as people will notice, there's a lot of experts. There's a lot of experts in everything. From warfare, go right back.
The experts, yeah.
There's real experts. I mean,
all the experts.
Yeah. But I want to challenge the experts out there. I want to challenge the experts.
Well, you know about me and experts, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I want to
about me
challenge
and
the
experts
experts out there.
Right. Yeah.
And I want you guys to do our research, what it means to love unconditionally and to give unconditionally. And if you guys can research that and find out what it is about, live by it and see if we can make a better place to live in.
Yeah, man.
Simple. Because listen, if you look at social media, everybody's an expert in everything. Fine, that is good. Your opinion, fine, that is good. Research that, and if you find the meaning of it, live by it, and this place will be a better place.
All right.
That's it.
Chef, we have us this morning.
Oh, we're doing some
the pot steaming.
yeah, steaming. I'm sauteing up some nice julienne peppers here. We're going healthy, right? We're staying healthy. New Year. So we have some sweet potatoes.
All right.
Sweet potato good for cholesterol. It keeps cholesterol down.
Good.
And we have some boiled plantain. We're going to toss that up together. Plantain is good for potassium as well too. You see how
Like fried plantain, but
I know. So we go in a little, right?
Right.
And we have some. We're going to pan-sear some chicken breast. Breast is lean meat. Thighs is more flavor and holds the flavor. So breast is more lean as well too.
All right.
And we have a nice little hickory sauce we're going to drizzle on it. So is some sauteed sweet potatoes with some plantain, grilled chicken breast, a little nice sauce on it, and we have some nice peppers with pimentos to top it off as well too.
All right, nice
Right.
one. So chef has his plan for the morning. In the meantime, let me let you know what's going on in the news there now. Eventually, Abdullah slams PNM and UNC, and as they continue to make the news for reasons only known to the media. And I have on the color this morning, eh? It's a Eventually color. Oh, it's similar to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But for some reason, they continue to make the news in 2026. Anyway, Couva Carnival gets going with pageant screening. Coast Guardsman denied promotion, gets $175,000 in damages.
Yeah.
La Casita welcomes migrant registration. Saddam Hussein says ministry is ready to assist with Peparo relocation. Saddam says as well that increased birth and death certificate fees are necessary. Red Cross Children's Carnival appeals for funding for 70th show. 2 tragedies mar New Year's celebrations. Warnings for New Year's fireworks lawbreakers. And police urge adherence to traffic laws as road deaths fall. Well, hold on. Hey, look, my boy Batson, man. Brent Batson, man. Yeah, head of traffic. So the the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is appealing to the country to obey traffic laws, warning that there have been increases in 85% of listed traffic violations in a media release on January 1st. The warning comes as the TTPS celebrates a 12% decline in road fatalities year on year from 124 deaths in 2024 to 109 in 2025. So we've had less deaths. All right? Now, they did mention the serious traffic offenses. And I think these are the ones that they're going to focus on the most. Eh? You see that speed limit, exceeding the speed limit, that carries a fine of $6,000. Failing to have insurance, $10,000. And they also warn drivers that if you're arrested for a DUI, you could face a fine of $24,000 for the first time offense and $45,000 for the second offense. All right? That's for driving under the influence of alcohol, of course. Listen, somebody raised that issue with me over the weekend. I told them, I said, listen, if the police service wanted to be draconian, good, and make money for the state, they would set up a roadblock and stop every vehicle and give every driver a breathalyzer after a fete for the carnival season. You understand what I'm saying? So all of this fear and, oh God, and they go do this, and the police go, I mean, think about that. Every year we have something called carnival, right? And thousands of people go to these fetes. Not all of them have a designated driver, let's be real. Good? And they all got to drive home after. But you don't see the police handing out DUIs. You understand? Like it's hops on a evening. You understand what I'm saying? You don't see, you don't know, serious. You don't see them doing that. They don't do those things, you know what I mean? But there are certain circumstances that, you know, they will put you under that they will have the thing set up, and they like to set up at the corner of Warren Street and Robert Street in Woodbrook, because a lot of vehicles coming off the avenue, they take that street to go up and they catch you right by the corner of Warren Street and Robert Street. But they haven't done that for a while, you know what I mean? And the fines have always been there. But I think people just have to obey the law. Obey the law. And when you get catch and you get your ticket, putting out a video to exhibit your stupidity may not be the wisest thing. that you might want to do. Because you know, as they get a ticket, they like to, look at now get a ticket here, eh? And now get a ticket. They give a ticket for so and so. That is just you admitting that you broke the law and you got fined in accordance to breaking the law. You know what I mean? But they like to do that. They put a video. As soon as they put the video, as if the video is going to, I don't know, bring sympathy or some sort of thing. Like I said earlier on this week, my sister died in an accident on the road, right? So I would have a different perspective on this to somebody who has never experienced losing someone through a road fatality. You think where I'm coming from? They wouldn't understand. Just like they wouldn't understand why somebody would welcome stand your ground legislation to have the opportunity to own a firearm so that they could defend themselves. The people who will have a different perspective of that, of course, are victims mostly of home invasions. If nobody never run in your house, you want to know if everybody else going mad. And this is society we live in. We have to face that. You know what I mean? So that is what it is. And it ain't like I never get tickets before. I get my ticket and my fair share ticket and them. The Archbishop condemns U.S. military action in the region and calls for dialogue. Dialogue with who? A dictator? Who all they really want calling for dialogue with? Let me just see who he calling. Let me just go on the headline because I really want to go into the articles given the time, 6:20. Archbishop Charles Jason Gordon has kicked off 2026 by condemning the U.S. military action in the Caribbean, calling for unity among the region's leaders against it, as the poor would suffer the most from any resulting conflict. What about the Venezuelan people that are suffering? Any thought given to them? And this is what I'm saying. I said our local people, the Archbishop now is our expert. He's calling for dialogue. And? Yeah, he's our expert. Did it? Dialogue with who? With who? The man lost an election. The opposition got 70% of the vote. He's still in power because he's controlling the military. Millions of Venezuelan people are displaced throughout different parts of the world. What dialogue? What poor you're talking about? All you're only talking about from all your perspective, but I keep saying it. Go and ask the Venezuelan people what they want. 9 out of 10, if not 10 out of 10 of them, want the man gone. But all in studying that, what about all the Venezuelan people that here that have been exploited over the last, 7 years? 8 years? Going in 8 years? Exploitation to the highest order. You understand what I'm saying? And employers will say, who have them employed, boy, that is really work. And they do. They do. And that speaks volumes to the type of society that we have and the type of people that we are. I know 3 businesses, 3 that I can name off, that I ain't gonna name the businesses, but I know 3 businesses off the top of my head, brother man. Good? They have a staff. Some of the staff, Venezuelan people that they've hired, right? So, and the majority of their staff are local people. The business supposed to open at 8 a.m. Only the Venezuelans there at 7:30. You understand why I'm telling you? Everybody else reaching after 8 o'clock. And I think they're reaching after 8 o'clock because they know the Venezuelans go meet it to open. But that's the type of, unfortunately, that's the type of mentality we have. And I talking to the employer, and the employer say, boy, best workers I ever had. You understand? I ain't had to be behind them with a big stick, nothing like that. They walk in. They come to work, they work in. So you have those, but you also have the others that have been exploited, unfortunately. Through sex trafficking and all kind of things. Let me don't pretend like we don't know what we're talking about. You understand? So, let the people and them go back home and back to where democracy is restored in Venezuela and things could, you know what I mean? They could get their lives back together, man. Well, you could only talk that from all your perspective, yes? Me looking at it from my perspective, you know. Look how long these people displaced all over the world, Dread. You dig where I'm coming from? And don't get tired up, you know, the ones who staying in Venezuela that you're seeing in the rallies, but they can't do anything but, you know. Lest we forget, the same guy that lose the election and refused to go is the same guy that has tortured his political opponents and locked them up, eh? And that's who CARICOM defending. Some of them leaders and them. I had to say they must be benefiting from something we're doing. Anyway, that's a whole story for another day. Let me not damper the Friday with that. You know what I mean? Anyway, dialogue. Man, only give me a chance, eh? Before we go to the break, we take the first break this morning. Like I said, GI is scheduled to be here. But you know, things does go sometimes. But I think he's Amantis. I think he holds his appointment. I want to remind you about the Trinidad and Tobago College of Therapeutic Massage and Beauty Culture Limited. Because if you're interested and you have considered a lucrative career in massage therapy or cosmetology, you should give them a call because they're enrolling for January 2026, which we are in right now. So if you haven't called them yet, you're very late. You should. Learn from the experts of 40 years in the field, trained for a job in the fastest growing industry in the world, and they are registered with the Ministry of Education and the Accreditation Council of Trinidad and Tobago. They also offer a gate-funded program, and you can call now on 658-3907 or 496-1111. All right, those two numbers are available. They are on the screen. You can also visit their website, www.ttcollegeofmassage.com, and you can get yourself registered with them. And do not forget that we also have Keolic. So we want to remind you about the Keolic range of products, all of them backed by science with over 900 scientific research and clinical trials. And they're all made with the aged garlic extract formula. And some of the products in this range, in the Keolic range of products, include the cleanse and digestion, the blood pressure health, the cholesterol health, total heart health, and the circulation health. They also have the Keo Green Powder Drink Mix and the Keodophilus Probiotics. And you can pick up any one of these products at a pharmacy or health store across the country. And for more information, you can WhatsApp 728-0338. With that, we're going to take the first break. When we come back, I'll check to see if GI has arrived. If he hasn't arrived, we will toss a topic up at you, take some calls. And of course, we have some information with Chef Shiraz and a change of dates for his courses, and he'll explain why he had to change dates. Stay tuned, we'll be back after this.
Is your life stuck in the same struggles again and again? Pandith Bhargav helps remove negative energy, solve love problems, fix marriage disputes, clear financial stress, and stabilize job and business issues. With accurate psychic, palm, and horoscope readings, he guides you toward the right path. His powerful 30-minute session brings quick relief and clear direction. Take the first step today. Call +1 868-347-2350.
If you want to be a better chef at home or advance your professional career,
Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy is the best place to be.
some of the courses that we offer here at the Academy: Creative National Cuisine 1 and 2, Baking and Pastry 1 and 2, Kids Summer Cooking Classes, one-day classes at the workshop. We have Asian cooking classes and certificate in culinary arts, food lovers and professionals.
Start your culinary journey today with us at the Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy.
Hey, what's up, QRC fam? Richard Thompson, Olympic gold medalist, and I'm reminding you to go out and grab your raffle tickets now. You have a chance to win a brand new car going into 2026. So don't stick, all right? Grab your tickets. Support the college.
By public demand, the draw date for the 3-car raffle presented on behalf of Queens Royal College is now extended to Saturday, January 24, 2026.
Merry Christmas.
First prize is a luxurious, fully loaded Royal Ride Ford Ranger.
New draw date, Saturday, January 24th.
Tickets only $100.
All tickets already purchased remain valid, and additional tickets at $100 are still available at
IslandEtickets.com. Mott's Liquor Palace, Dingleton Martin Main Road, GN Food Center, Saparia, Uncle Beto, Santa Cruz, Better Deal Supermarket, Cunupia and Aranguez, Cans Liquor, Dingle Martin Main Road, Ramsing Sports, Chaguanas and Cooper, Bobby's Bar Curette, Mirage Supermarket, Sangre Grande, West B Supermarket, Dingle Martin and Tacarigua, John Supermarket, Upper Boards Road, St. James, Payless Hardware, Dingle Martin Main Road, Don's Roti, Pity Valley, Mirage Westside Arima, Western Pharmacy next to St. James Police,
Pies Restaurant and Lotto, opposite TVT. The deadline for ticket purchase is Monday, 19th January. Get your tickets now.
Queens Royal College, 3-car raffle.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply, everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycareTT@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
It's the mega $20 sale at Pasofsky Food King. Get bigger, better deals on Catelli Ketchup 750 ml, 3 packs now $20. Sting Energy Drink 6 cans now $20. Fruited Juice 1 liter 2 now $20. Orchard Drink 250 ml 5 for $20. Coca-Cola 2 liter 2 bottles $20. Colco 2 liter 3 bottles $20. Pear Track 300 ml 3 now $20. Juicy 500 ml 7 bottles $20. And there's more mega deals on Golden Brand Margarine 3 sticks now $20. Flavorite Ice Cream Sandwichery now $20. Gilchrist Yum Yogurt 4 tubs now $20. 10 Gala apples $20. Carrots 3 packs now $20. Fresh Harvest Chani and Brine 3 tins now $20. Bridgeport Vegetable Oil 500 ml 2 bottles $20. Catelli Pasta Cups 4 packs $20. That's real value, real savings. Real food for the season. Mega $20 deals valid until January 11 or while stocks last.
Why just manage disease when you can reverse it? At Setwaya's Holistic Health Clinic, we don't just mask symptoms, we focus on reversing illness naturally. Imagine freedom from medications and the cycle of dependence. Our approach dives deep into uncovering root causes without herbs, tonics, or medications. From diabetes and heart disease to mental health, obesity, and more, our personalized care is transforming lives. Ready to begin? Book your consultation today, either in our San Fernando office or online. Call or WhatsApp 279-3935 or 761-1952. Your health journey starts now at Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, where transformation is within reach.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Are you living with pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes? Manage it with the unique Jameson 100% complete multivitamin with 400 micrograms of chromium to lower blood glucose, lutein for your eyes, B vitamins for energy, vitamin C and lycopene for antioxidant support. Take a step towards a healthier tomorrow and make the proactive switch to Jameson today.
All right, so we're back. All right, GI had to, we have to apologize. GI can't make it. He doesn't message me, right? All right, so we're going to move on this morning. And I kind of, to be honest, GI don't take this the wrong way, but I'm kind of glad. Because I really did not accommodate to give you breakfast this morning. And then when I have the interviews, and my breakfast is get cold, I can't eat it hot. So I really rather nobody come here on a Friday. Except for Del Toro, who will be here next week. All right, next week. Anyway, so this gives us the opportunity, of course, to take calls, which the program has always been about. That's what I wanted to do primarily this morning. So let's get it. 26 minutes away from the hour 7 o'clock. Before we open the phone line, we got to talk about something, right? Put up the Restoring Peace headline for me. So the Prime Minister and the TTPS are celebrating success, restoring peace, as murders fall to a 10-year low. Now, let's kind of review that. So the murder toll has been recorded at 369 for the year ending December 31st, 2025, marking a 42% decline in murders as compared to the year before, and the lowest murder figures for Trinidad and Tobago since 2014. In 2024, 626 lives were lost to violent crime and murder. So we're talking well, I had it at 624. I've been saying 624 for last year. Not last year, year before, 2024. So they're saying 626 murders is what took place in 2024. Last year, 2025, we had 369. That is a difference of 257, if I'm not mistaken. Check your calculator and let me know. I was good in maths, you know. Is the mathematics I wasn't good in? 626 minus 369, 257? It's supposed to be. Yeah, 626 minus 359. 267 or 257?
626. I got 626, right?
626, yeah.
Yeah, 257.
257?
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'll spot on with that. All right, good. So while police have confirmed the murder figures for 2025, data from international marketing and data analysis website Statista has indicated that the second lowest toll since 2014 was in 2020, a year that experienced national lockdowns and states of emergency because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar, in a post on X on December the 31st, hailed the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service and thanked Commissioner of Police Alistair Guevara and the police for their hard work. And she said, quote, "I promised that my government would act decisively to reduce crime, and we have delivered on that commitment. As indicated by midnight, our national murder rate will be down by 42%, the largest decline in our nation's history, and one of the most significant drops globally this year." There, the TTPS's relentless work, discipline, and determination have been critical in lowering both the murder rate and serious crime across Trinidad and Tobago. Our fight continues. Our country deserves safety, stability, and peace, and we are making it happen. End quote. In 2020, there were 393 reported murders, still 32 murders higher than this year, and that was under lockdowns and state of emergency. Now, murders are not the only crimes that have seen significant declines. According to a media release from the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service on December 31st, serious reported crimes dropped by 8%, violent crimes dropped by 15%, larceny of motor vehicles dropped by 21%, and fatal road traffic accidents went down by 22%. All right? Wait, now they're saying 22% in this article? The article I read does not say 22%. I'll go back and check that then. Yeah. So the TTPS media release also said there was an improved detection rate, including an increase in the detection rate for murders, which went from 15% to 20%. For national serious reported crimes, the detection rate went up from 29% to 36%. Police also seized 673 illegal firearms and more than 3 tons of marijuana. The release also said under state of emergency powers, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service executed 12,574 operations. That is plenty, boy. They sure they conduct 12,570, how much is it, 74 operations? and you only get 673 illegal firearms? All right. Targeting 3,723 priority offenders, and they also conducted over 82,000 searches. 82,000 searches? And you only get 673 illegal firearms? That ratio kind of ain't adding up to me, but nevertheless, we read on. They went on to say, quote, our commitment to restoring peace is yielding real results. The data shows a clear and encouraging trend toward a safer Trinidad and Tobago, said Minister of National Security, oh gosh, they say Minister of National Security, Roger Alexander. But the man is the Minister of Homeland Security. They changed it, not so? Yes, as far as I know. Anyway, to the nation, he shared that on his social media pages on January 1st. All right? But you all get the gist of things, right? Now, speaking to Newsday on January 1st, Deputy Commissioner of Police Administration, Junior Benjamin, said the results have given the police a sense of optimism in its ongoing fight against crime. He attributed the success of the TTPS to focused police work. All right? He said while the SOE declared on July 18th is expected to end in January, that it complemented the police's action, and it was the work of the police that brought results. Okay. All right. Now, I hear in you, you're saying it's the work of the police that brought the results, and no doubt, because for you to get results, you can't just declare a state of emergency and the police don't do work. The police must do their work in order for you to get results. Understood. Now, I have been saying that, look, these numbers, just like the year in 2020 that they spoke about, with the lockdowns and the state of emergency, can we really take these numbers on face value in comparison to years that we were not under a state of emergency or lockdowns like in 2020? Because when the state of emergency ends, what happens? What happens then? It's going to end this month, but what happens then? Right? Are we going to go back to the Wild Wild West? Have the police made, not just through these searches and so on and so forth, but are the police being equipped with the resources that they need in order so that when this SOE ends, that, you know, they have all the resources necessary to reduce it even further? You know, what is the position that we're in right now? They're saying 42% decrease, and we thank God for that we did not hit another year of over 500 or 600 murders. Amen to that. That would give people the perception, well, not perception, that is the reality that lives were saved. Because if we were not under a state of emergency, which started under the previous administration in December of 2024, and then was continued by the incoming and the current administration throughout the rest of the year for 2025, I don't know. God alone knows what might have happened. But I have been saying that, you know, we are under a state of emergency. I don't know if we could take these numbers and these achievements on face value. Somebody I was talking to on Wednesday, right? In a little discussion during Olia's, they told me, they said, Stefan, I hear anyway that, you know, but it don't feel like a state of emergency, right? It doesn't feel like the country's under a state of emergency. It feels like we're just operating under normal circumstances. So you can't take it at face value. But I'm not too sure about that, because the police, the TTPS, right, is saying that they executed 12,574 operations. They targeted 3,723 priority offenders. Right? You only recover 673 illegal firearms. Right? And you conducted over 82,000 searches. Are the police going to be conducting searches and operations and targeting that many offenders when this SOE ends? Is this going to be par for the course, or is this just a SOE thing? If you understand where I'm coming from, is the pressure going to be kept on the criminal elements? Is that going to happen after the state of emergency, or are we going back to no law and disorder? If you understand where I'm coming from. But we're going to open the phone line and take some calls. All right, we're 16 minutes away from the hour of 7 o'clock. Let me get your thoughts on this reduction. And of course, a Happy New Year to all of our viewers. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Stefan.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Fine. Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, each and everyone. It's second day in the year. What a nice thing. But I want to say two things, Stefan. I don't know, a lot of people might not agree with me, but I have to say it, and I would like to do it.
No problem.
First, I would like for every single one, man, woman, and child, let's drop those two things. This low mentality, and let's get things going. Because this thing can't continue, and if it continues like this, it will be a real problem. And the next thing I'll go on with the fireworks, Stefan.
I don't want to, you see, we strain already this morning. It's a new year. I'm talking about the decline in the murder rate, and if we could take those numbers on face value, if this is performance by the TTPS or this is a result of a state of emergency. I don't want to, we go deal with fireworks and in the next hour.
Well,
yeah,
Stefan,
go ahead.
Let me tell you, this what you're saying there. I wouldn't take that and put it on my shoulder and go with it. At all. Don't come with no kind of numbers for me for this year at all. I want serious work done and get it done. I don't want 50 from 25 or 25 from 50 or not. I want it done completely. And the only thing that happen that is when we follow the rules and regulation of Trinidad and Tobago. Have a nice day.
All right, no problem. Yeah. We go deal with the fireworks thing in the second hour. Don't panic. Morning. Go ahead.
Morning, Mr. Rees.
Morning, Chief.
To you.
All the best for the new year, man.
And Chef and all, everybody. So I just want to reiterate some of the things you have to say. And Chef and all, this is the season at the end of the day. It's a holiday to really celebrate even unconditional love, share with everybody, and that kind of thing.
Yeah, man.
So I want to share that before. So quickly, you know, when they say everybody's an expert, I really believe that because when experts telling people things, nobody want to hear them anymore. Everybody want to hear their own political points and make their points. Because you have a lot of experts around the world, literal military experts telling people that, listen, if people have drugs and guns, the legal and expert way to deal with it is apprehend them on the seas. That is a law. That is not something I'm making up. That's not an opinion. There's a legal expert. These are JAG officers, military lawyers. And it's very difficult to convince. Rum shop talk does convince plenty of people, especially when people loud and you're saying what you want to hear or what backing up your political point.
Then anything that feeds to your confirmation bias will you know what I mean, yeah. But go ahead.
Yes. So, and if it's going against it, well, that expert I know what he's saying. He know what he's saying. I know what he's saying. Because I louder than he, and I have a social media platform. So, again, people try and relax a little bit. Try and relax. I know it's difficult. And people disappointed in Sapphire, telling you. People feeling betrayed with these raise are fine. Because when you want to vote for somebody, and the person turn around and go the next direction, in 5 months or 8 months, then they tell us about, wait, you doing what you're going to do? You're abusing me? Mr. Imbert, abuse the population, you know? Because in a few months, you raise gas, you do this, you do raise that kind of thing.
I hear
when
you.
you vote for a change, when you vote for a change and you get with it, but me again no change.
I know.
That's what betrayal look like. And I could have unconditional love for anybody. But when they see you betray the voters, you get my leg to stand up on. But again,
all right.
if you're that blind follower, well, yeah, you're going on the road with them. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Yeah, I don't want to stray. I tell you, no, let me not stray this one. I deal with the murder rate. right? I know the traffic, everything that he mentioned there is relevant, but we dealt with that like before the year broke and that kind of thing. Morning. No, I mean, morning. Yeah, morning. Go ahead.
The best to you and your family. Everyone.
Yeah, man. Same to you.
Chef.
So do we take these statistics on face value?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
82,000 searches. Who do that? Where they do it? Not
But
by
this
me.
one, those figures just seem rather.
82.
That's not.
12,000 exercises in Eatonham or what?
12,574 operations.
In Eatonham, do they share harm for the entire police service?
Yeah, because I'm saying if you run 12,574 operations and you conduct 82,000 searches, you can't tell me you only find 673 illegal firearms.
When you ask, all they do, the person who write that story just add a zero onto them thing. So it's you understand? It's 8,000 something searches and is 1,200 and something exercises. Tell me that.
How to be?
That more realistic.
Yeah.
The top cop say something in some press conference he had. He said we know who the criminals are. They have 100 and something the warrants for them. It's 180 or 130.
Yeah.
They hold 80. They hold 80 or 85 of them or something like that. Don't quote me exact.
Okay.
With that 82,000 searches and the 12,000 exercises, how come they get to hold the other 40 that missing or the other 50 that missing?
Okay. All right.
Understand?
Yeah.
So I don't think that would happen. Take it.
No problem. Then the other thing too, how do they arrive at those amount of searches and operations? The police just come back and say, we search. When they go back, but I mean, they must have the reports and so on and so forth, right? So they're telling me that we have 82,000 searches that the police would have done reports on. How does this work? Do you go in and put that? Look, this caller will know. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Stefan.
Yeah, morning. Now,
If I didn't say Happy New Year, well, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Let me tell you something. That is very easy, you know. There's a section that deals with statistics in the service, you know. And a police, they will be detailed to go out on patrols, on searches, and so on and so on. And they come back and they take off in the diary, and that adds to the statistics. Is what was accomplished during that, you know, was it really effectively performed and so on?
Correct.
Statistics relative to the murder rate is down in the country. We agree, but it continues and it continues on a different level, Stefan. I always say to you, a good 65% of the police service are not they are not performing. They don't perform. This is a career for them as opposed to a profession. You understand?
Okay.
And you will see them out on patrol. They are there on static duties and so on. Their windows are up, AC on. If you pass every day on the highway going up to Taruba, there are two police on motorbikes, a male and a female. They sit on their bike, they hang out, you know, they won't step out the vehicle and stuff. We are going nowhere, we are spinning stuff. And relative to Stephanie said, everybody's an expert. If you're a real expert, you will impose your teachings on everyone, right? It's an imposition when you do that. But Steph is an expert in the culinary arts. Does he do that? You know, I just showing an example, right?
Right.
So it is people are ignorant in this country, and that is where we are. You know, if you do not have the records, and stop going back and taking off in the diary, having been so, and seeing what all you know it ends, Stefan? All else quiet.
Okay.
All else quiet. So it is what it is.
All right.
But I support the PM in all the measures that she took, especially standing up to the maxi taxi drivers and so, and it's going to get better. You take care, Stefan.
All right, no problem.
Good morning, Chef, as usual. All the best.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I am trying to figure out 82,000. If you tell me you targeted over 3,000 primary offenders, you're telling me only 673 of them had fire? Morning.
Morning, sir. Good morning.
Yeah.
I'm saying we could take those figures at face value because mathematically it sounds possible. I'll tell you why.
Okay, let me hear why.
There are 10 policing divisions in the country.
Okay.
Right? 82,000 divided by 10 is 8,200.
Right.
If you're searching cars, people walking on the street, houses, people in cars, it would mean that if you constantly having exercises and then you're joining with other stations to have exercises, it is not impossible to search 100 people if you include everything that you could search. Sometimes it even have a shack that you get information on nobody else living there, but you go on to search the shack to get a gun and thing and that kind of thing. So mathematically, it is possible. However, the fact that the police only get about 600 now, you know, as a man, not too willing to side with the police. But because they only get 600 gun or so, it was because everybody is now aware that the police have powers to enter your place without warrant. I think if we had gun, we had to take it and hide it. So they had notice that we might be subject to a search, and you know they would take the necessary action.
Point taken. That's a good point. Yeah, go ahead.
But what I want to say, what this SOE has shown us is something we have discussed on your program before. Is that the focus? The commissioner was on another program saying that he called the figure of how many people have been detained and without, well, you know, you can't get bail, right? On a detention order. He said he is surprised to see that whether it's 100 or 200 people detained, crimes have dropped by 50% and that kind of thing, right?
Right.
It goes to show the focus on bail and getting these people back out on the street is the problem. Imagine a gas station or something get robbed. You go and meet the man in the gas station with the gun, and when you carry him to court the first thing they're talking about is putting him back out on the street on bail. That is we need to remove. It has been tested and proven in El Salvador. El Salvador have one of the biggest prisons in the world, and they just put people inside there, and crime drop. El Salvador is one of the safest countries in the world now. Right? Tested and proven. Listen off it.
All right, no problem. Yeah, I think those are excellent points made there by the caller. I don't think I could argue with that, you know. I don't think I could argue. He made some excellent points there. And yeah, what the commissioner said, it makes sense. If you have targeted 3,723 priority offenders and you have them detained and your murder rate or your crime rate has dropped by X amount of percent, that just tells you that paints the whole picture about the 3,723 primary offenders that you've targeted. Morning. Or at least it tells you a lot about the people that you have in custody. Yeah.
Morning.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We have to be looking at the bigger. We have to be looking at the bigger picture. The bigger picture meaning the resources that is being allocated to the TTPS via the budget.
Right.
The amount of money they are being given. The hiring process that they are on to give us more officers, more boots on the ground, as they say. What is the ratio of police officers to the population?
To the population, yeah.
Of the Caribbean countries? How do we stand in comparison to that? What is the productivity ratio of the TTPS? The productivity ratio. Absenteeism in the police service. Punctuality. Investigations being done. Investigations being completed, and people are being convicted. What are those rates? We pay police officers to do investigations, and the outcome are people being convicted. The other part of it is that you just mentioned it, is that people are being held for arms and ammunition, and They get bail, they go back on the street. That is part of the legal system have to handle that. But the TTPS need to step up the game, Stefan, in the sense that too much resources are going and we are not seeing the results. The results mean feeling safe. I could walk the street any time of the day, any time of the night. I could walk the street with my family where I'm living in a residential area.
Yeah.
We don't feel secure, Stefan. And the TTPS needs to look at those things. Thank you.
Okay. All right, no problem. Thanks a lot. In terms of the ratio, we got to take a break, So we're going to go to the break and then we're going to come back and throw up another topic in the paper this morning or over the holiday. But the ratio, let's say you have about 8,000 police. I think that's a fair number. I think it's somewhere between 7,000 and 8,000 police officers in the service right now. So if you have about 8,000 police officers at 1.4 million population, you're looking at a police officer to every 175 persons. Right? So, 175 to 1. So I'll tell you what, we're going to take the break. The time is now 7 o'clock. And when we return, we're going to enter into another discussion. Although, if you want to comment on this first topic, no problem, if you didn't get in. But we're going to throw a couple other things out there as we continue to take your calls this morning. And I'll give you some information on Chef and the dates changed for his courses. Do we have a picture of the breakfast? All right, when we come back. Yeah. Because I don't want to leave mine there to get cold because I didn't take a picture. You know, I want to even take one for Chef done serve already, you know. He like Pete Sampras, you know. He's serving aces. All right, so nice man. So we get I see you put the little pimento something to the top.
Yeah.
You drizzle the barbecue sauce. You have the chicken breast there with the plantains and of course the sweet potato. It looks absolutely delicious. I am not going to wait. I'm going to dig right in. When you come back, just like a magician, I will make this disappear. Stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
It's the mega $20 sale at Passat's Food King. Get bigger, better deals on Rosemont Chicken Vienna sausages. 4 tins, now 20. Sierra Chicken Franks, 3, now 20. Nestle Green Butterfly Milk, 3, now 20. Bessler Mac and Cheese, 3 boxes, 20. Swiss Pasta Macaroni and Spaghetti, 4 packs, 20. Sir Dishwashing Liquid, 2 bottles, $20. Royalty White Vinegar, 1 liter, 5 bottles, 20. Sales Coconut Cream Powder, 5 packs, now 20. Swiss Pasta Cards, 4 packs for 20. Moo Low Fat Evaporated Milk, 4 packs, now 20. Cook's Make Quick Oats, 4 packs, now 20. Matuk's Peanut Butter, 2 bottles, 20. Fresh Harvest Peas and Carrots, 4 tins, now 20. Duncan Hines Cake Mix, just $20. Fresh Harvest Dried Pigeon Peas, 3 tins, now 20. Santa Rosa Chicken Vienna Sausages, 4 tins, $20. That's real value, real savings, real food for the season. Mega $20 deals, valid until January 11 or while stocks last.
Quality value.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsain, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
Tired of the daily school run? Say hello to Open Minds Education, your 100% online school built for life in the Caribbean. From preschool to secondary, they've got your child covered. Anytime, anywhere, no traffic, no textbooks, no hidden fees. Just smart, flexible learning with real teachers who care. It takes a village to raise a child, and Open Minds, they are that village. Learn today, lead tomorrow. Call or WhatsApp 868-388-6635 or visit openminds.education to register.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Lisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Lisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Lisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Lisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
Ah, beautiful, man. I see you come back in with the thing, man. Yes, with the ting. Lovely. Brilliant. That's that chef's work this morning. And we want to thank him, of course, for making such a delicious breakfast. I didn't even get any meat yet, but when we come back from the break. Sad times we live in, like just sad times, man. Just totally sad. But before we go further, Chef will explain us about this date. The date changes for his courses. So you all know Chef has the courses now. They were originally supposed to start on the 3rd of January. But now the food coursing, restaurant and catering workshop will begin on the 10th. And the Creative International Cuisine and the Baking and Pastry one will be on the 31st of January. And then you have the City and Guilds Diploma 3 that will be in February and not at the end of January. Chef, go ahead and explain. While I finish my breakfast. Go ahead.
Yes. We had several persons interested call. And because of the festive season is on, they have they requested if I could reschedule. So obviously, yes, we rescheduled to the end of at the end of January. So the food coursing remain on the 10th. That is almost booked up already. And as you said, that is very important for business owners, chefs, and anybody in the industry, how to make the kitchen and the business more efficient to make money and to eliminate wastage as well too. The Baking and Pastry and the Creative International Cuisine is on the last Saturday of January. And February, Monday, the 2nd of February is the schedule for the Diploma Level 3, which is City and Guilds and is recognized in 83 countries around the world. Also on the flyer there, you will see chefsherrazculinary.com is our website. It's up. You can go to our website and you can see the entire culinary team, all our lecturers, all our courses and all the prices, and you can even register online as well too. Yeah?
You sure that's everything you want to tell them?
Yeah, we have
yeah, go ahead, man.
We encourage everybody to register, get involved. It's a new year, start your career. As we always say, along with academics, a trade or a skill is very, very important to acquire as well. So we invite you guys to keep calling, keep registering. Let's start the new year on a positive note, and we're going to get you prepared. Whether you now start a culinary journey or you continue your culinary journey, Chef Sheraz Culinary Academy is the correct place for you to sign up and start or continue your journey.
And of course, what are some of the opportunities that your students have gotten over the years?
We have a lot of them started their own business. Some of them continue on business, and we have helped a lot of them. We are continuing to make collaborations outside of Trinidad. I can't let the cat out of the bag as yet, but I will just give an idea that we might be heading to Asia this year, later part of this year, because I got a call from different parts of Asia for collaboration.
Asia, you say?
Yes, yes. So,
what about the project in Canada?
That is on. We will be in Canada from March the 8th to the 16th. We have a master class and we have a chef dinner event that is on schedule. Final preparations will be made this month because everything is ahead to go well. So we will be in Canada, and this is also opening opportunities for persons who come through our academy. So we open the doors internationally as well, and even with Asia. We have gotten phone calls and emails, and I said yes, I'm willing to look at it. So later on this year, somewhere in August, September, I will be heading out there once everything is confirmed and set to have a meeting out there. And not even a meeting, but to promote our culture, our culinary heritage, and our food as well too. So we are opening the doors to continue with the progress. So these are just some of the benefits. We have job opportunities, we offer employment, internship, everything as well too. So we are one-stop shop with the culinary at all levels as well. We should be bringing on soon a one-day health cooking class. It was requested by a lot of people, so we're going to do a one-day healthy cooking class. And we will advertise it, as normal, we will advertise it when we put it together. And we build a lot of these one-day classes based on requests. Like we had diabetic, I mean, all different classes as well too. So we are concentrating now on a healthy cooking class as well too.
All right, nice man. So that's all the information you need about Chef Shiraz and the Culinary Academy there. The change of dates and everything that's happening with the academy. So, yeah man, well done Chef.
Yeah man.
4 years. Chef and I were talking before the show, you said it's 4 years.
4 years.
4 years. This is your 5th year?
Yes.
With us?
Yes, on Sunday.
Wow. I was telling them that we're going to try to bring in some new chefs.
Yes, we will. We will continue to bring. There's this young man I told you about last year, Akil. I will get Akil and we'll bring. Listen, the guy. I will remind people he came from a rough background. That's all I will say. But he has the potential, and as I said before, you have to look for the positive in things and the positive in people and bring it out. And he called me up yesterday. He called me, and he's really doing good. So
nice.
Yes, we will bring him on.
Bring on Akil.
We will bring in Akil.
Let's introduce.
We will bring on Akil.
Yeah, let's introduce him, man, to the people, man. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, man.
Nice, man. So I tell you what. Before we go further, director, you have the Maxi Taxi drama. The Maxi Taxi clip. Chris, did you give it to him? Chris, like he mouthful out. As usual. You give him the Maxi Taxi clip? All right, yeah, the Maxi Taxi clip. Now, remember, there is a toll that has been raised on the PBR, and there has been a lot of talk about the Maxi Taxi drivers raising their fears.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, this was not the case. And one of the members put out a video with the picture of a release from the association speaking toward it. Apparently the media, one media house, as he will mention, interviewed one man. And that one man says something and they ran with the story. Take me to the Maxi Taxi clip now.
C3, get all the information from credible sources. You understand? One Maxi man all you talk to when all you come down in City Gate. You understand? That man does not represent the whole of Route 2. That man was talking at $8 talk and raise fair talk. He talking one he mind. Or you run with that and bring it for the public. And now John Public coming and blast all Maxi men like it's all our choice. Look, I have a document here. A document from the PRO of Route 2 Maxi Taxi Association stating that we never raise any fares. And we never intended to raise any fares. So, where all this talk come from? Everybody bashing Maximan. Where's the worst? Where's the same one that carrying everybody to work? You understand? Where's the same ones that taking tickets and causing only to pay $5? When it's clear on our tariff, I will show you the tariff, don't beat me. Clear on our tariff that we is the ones that doing a favor to you and getting ticket for it. But you know what? Where's the worst? Let me show you the tariff or you didn't believe. This is the law. This is the tariff. Watch it. This is the law. What it read? All you can read, I ain't reading it out for you. Read it for yourself. That is the tariff. And that is not an increased tariff. That is an old tariff. That is the original tariff. What we carrying right now. But yet Maximen picking up all you anyway in Arima, all down by Old Town Road, and charging all you $5. All you coming on social media and blast we. Oh how? All you drop a ruka and all you have to pay $8 from Arima. If you didn't know, watch the tariff and learn. And next time you travel with a Maximan and he charge you $5, say thanks because he really doing you a favor. You didn't have to do that for Marima. Because watch what the tariff say. Right? And we not raising no fares. Right? We not, I know they wouldn't like me for this, you know. But I not, it's not popularity contest. You understand? CNC3 and or they get all the information from credible sources. Because we, Route 2, not raising any fares. Or they get it?
The man hot under the collar. The man I read. No, but on a real. Apparently, that's what they did. According to what he's saying, they interviewed one man down by City Gate. One man that they interviewed was a maxi taxi driver who said that we might have to consider raising the fare from $5 to $8. Now, that's the story that everybody ran with. Because down to Newsday, which I do, I remember reading that in the Newsday. So that was a story that apparently all the media picked up from this one man, right? And now that letter from the PRO of the Route 2 Association is saying they never intended to raise any fare because, listen, we work the maths. We work the maths. It's a $3 a day increase. Why would you raise your fares, right? The Prime Minister herself came out and said before the New Year, on the last day of the year, so she said there's no justification for them to raise anything. There is actually no justification for anybody to be raising anything on you. Whether you're a tenant and you have a landlord, whether it's had to do with the container tax or the fees or whatever, there is no realistic justification for any increase because the taxes or the increase in the fees are very, very minor. You understand? And when the Minister of Finance was on the program twice, but he was on here twice since the election, but the first time that he was here, we spoke about all those increases with him, and he did the calculation. But apparently some people didn't hear the calculation. I might have to go back and dig up and see if I could find that interview. When the man worked the thing, it is like ½ cent increase on this. The landlords with their tax, it's not amounting to much, with the exception of the $2,500 one-time fee. That's a one-time registration fee. All the other things that he spoke about, it was not any significant increases that would cause anything to go up. But of course, I could understand why John Public would have those fears because it has been par for the course for government to impose certain fees or taxes, and then it's passed on to the consumer. That's the regular way that things are done because the business community does not pay those increases. They try to pass it on to the customer. But in these cases here, they have not really, if you look at the taxes, they haven't issued any tax per se against the ordinary citizen. But it could be passed on. The fear is that it will be passed on. What if implemented will be passed on? But directly, no. It could be indirectly if those that have to pay these taxes or these increased fines decide to pass on some cost to John Public. But there's nothing there that has been directly put onto the backs of the average man. The electricity increase and all is commercial, and it's like a ½ cent per kilowatt or something like that. That is what the increase is. The previous administration wanted to increase electricity rates for residential customers, I believe, not commercial. Or was it the property tax? The property tax was residential, not commercial. One of them, right? If not both of them, I think it was residential and not commercial. So, you know, there is a difference in the approach. Although when we hear taxes, we just taxes. And I told somebody over the holiday, I said, listen, go, or I will try to get the calculation. I'll go back to the interview, or I will reach out to the Minister of Finance to explain how you calculate these things and why they do not expect any increases or anything to be passed on to the public. And I remember him saying the reason for that is because there is nothing much to pass on to the public when you look at the increases. But maybe I'll either go back to the interview, I'll reach out for him to explain the calculations so that you have a better understanding of that. Because I think that's a big problem. People don't have an understanding of what these things are. So tenants, there are tenants in certain, or certain tenants that panicking because the landlord might raise the rent. There are landlords who will try to raise the rent. But once you know the formula and you know how to work it out, and there is a video that I put out on my TikTok explaining the calculation. So once you're a tenant and you know how to work the tax because you know how much rent you pay in a month. So by knowing how much rent you're paying a month, once you learn the calculation, you will know exactly how much tax your landlord is paying. This ain't rocket science. You understand? And if you work the calculation and you come to the conclusion that this is what your landlord is paying in taxes out of that rent that they're charging you, and it's just about $100 and something a month, then your landlord cannot come and tell you they want to raise the rent by $1,000 or $500 because it's not justifiable. Now here's the problem. There are institutions that are supposed to be set up to protect John Public, like Consumer Affairs. What is the current situation or status of the Consumer Affairs Division? I do not know. I could say that apparently they ain't working because, you know what I mean, when you look at how things are priced across the board, everybody seems to be doing whatever, however, they're pricing however they want to price. Chef, you're a man, you're a chef, you just deal with going to the supermarket, picking up goods, you will know, well, why a pack of Mentos is X amount of money here, but a pack of Mentos is X amount of money here. So what is going on, right? In terms of rentals, if the government could please give the rent assessment board some teeth to protect tenants from landlords that would want to increase rents that are not justifiable, then that would be great. You have to strengthen those institutions as well. But I would like to think that they're going to do that during the course of the year. How does the rent assessment board work? How do you file a complaint with them? There are citizens who do not know the procedures. I think that you cannot even file with them if you haven't signed up with them, if I'm not mistaken. So from the time you're a tenant, I think you're supposed to sign up with the rent assessment board. And so any complaints that you have, you could go to them. But if you're not signed up with them or registered with them, there's little that they could do for you. I think it is something like that. But don't take that information on face value. I have to double check. I'm just saying, the last I checked, I think that was the procedure. So you have these places, these institutions that are set up in the best interest of John Public. So if you're going to implement certain taxes or increases on one sector, which is more or less the business sector, the landlords I have no problem with because landlords collecting an income. but they're not paying income tax. But everybody else that works and collects an income have to pay income tax. So too should a landlord, and it's in the law that they should. But they haven't been doing it for donkey years. But if you're gonna increase on a particular sector, and while you're targeting that sector, and you want to protect the average citizen from any increases, then you need to strengthen the institutions that are supposed to do that job then, to protect the citizen from those things. And that's what I would like to see them probably work on over the first quarter of 2026, is strengthening those places like consumer affairs, rent assessment, so on and so forth, right? And there are probably others that are set up to exist for those purposes as well that I do not know off the top of my head, but I'm just talking about the Rent Assessment Board and Consumer Affairs as an example. All right? People, I don't know how many of you might agree with me on that, or how many of you will disagree, but nevertheless, you're always welcome to state your opinion on the matter. Now, Central Bank, put up the Central Bank headline for me now before we go to the phone lines. So Central Bank says that the US-Venezuela tension creates an economic uncertainty in Trinidad and Tobago. Now, as it relates to the experts, this has always been my issue with the experts. The experts tell you things that you already know. It is only obvious that any tension between the US and Venezuela is going to have some sort of, or create some sort of uncertainty in the region, right? From an economic standpoint, right? And I'll explain you why now. A caller said, you feel betrayed. Okay, no problem. But those traffic fines, as we've been saying, and the government has said, is only if you break the law, right? So if you have no intention of breaking the law, if you've never broken the law, then you won't be issued a traffic fine. Now, like I said, my sister died in a road traffic accident, so maybe I have a different perspective on how I look on it, on how I view it, right? Now, I will never agree with the authorities taking advantage of people. When I say that, I'm talking about vindictive ticketing. All right? And that has to be a concern. I will always say that police ought to use their discretion. It is not just about handing out a ticket, but it is how you do your job and the relationship that you build with the citizen in terms of the interaction in times like that goes a long way in terms of the police service being respected again, right? And being seen as an organization that is here to protect citizens, right? So the police have to understand that this is not about just ticketing people. There are serious offenses there that I have absolutely no problem the police doing their job and issuing tickets for. Exceeding the speed limit is one. Because when you do that, you put everybody's life at risk on the highway, on the roads in general. The other one is driving under the influence of alcohol. I need not explain what a drunk driver is capable of doing.
True.
Good? And it could claim your life, the life of your loved ones, and their life as well. And the reason why I say their life last is because they are the irresponsible ones. Right? So, I know that these fines will be a hot topic of discussion for the hour until we find something new to complain about. But has anybody even mentioned the demerit point system that has been removed? I said it earlier on this week and I'll repeat it again. People talk about feeling betrayed. But the demerit point system was your problem. You felt that you should not get demerit points for a bulb blowing, right? Or a broken taillight and things like that. Minor offenses. It's been removed. Has it not? So you have no demerit points to get where those things are concerned. Right? But nobody is saying, well, at least they removed that and, although they increased that, at least, That was the complaint everybody was having, to the point where people even called into this program and said, Stefan, I have no problem paying the fine, you know, but you see them the merit points, boy? Now, taking this headline into consideration, and I'll tie it back in very quickly. We don't need anybody to tell us the detention. I find Trump taking real long.
Yeah.
I think, no, I've been real with all. I find it this taking too long. Right? It's either go and make the move or you ain't go and make the move. Right? And I all for making the move because I would like to see the Venezuelan people freed of the oppression that they're under and given the opportunity to return to their home, to their houses, to their homeland, where they grew up. You understand? Where they want to be. But anyhow. So, what about the current situation and the current state of the affairs of the country being in the economic situation that it's in? How did we get here? Nobody's talking about that. But the PNM knew. Because if you recall, when the government changed everything that this current administration said they wanted to do, what did the PNM keep asking? Where you get any money from?
Yeah.
Where you get any money from? Where you get any money from? Why would they ask that? They could only ask that if they knew we'd have no money. How did we reach to the point where we have no money? Nobody's talking about that.
Yes.
I had to explain something to somebody yesterday. I said, I could say why I want an opposition, you know. When I get in government, then you see the true state of affairs. Then you realize, well, I could do this and I can't do that. We have to be realistic now. I'm just being realistic here. And they say, well, how come when you're in opposition, you must know that? Your opposition 10 years, you ain't going to know the state of the economy? I said, but the opposition is not privy to the state of the treasury. Only those in government are. That's like telling me, I am a customer in a bank, but I could tell you how much money the bank have in the vault. Right? That's not realistic. You think what I'm saying? So, I don't agree that raising the traffic fines is necessary. I do not agree. But it could only be paid if you break the law. Good? But I do not agree with the increase because I do not think that an increase is going to deter people. However, I look at the situation at hand. So you inherit an empty treasury. And then on top of that now, you have this to deal with. So because of that tension, and well, obviously central bank is saying it's going to have economic uncertainty. That's obvious. I mentioned that before the article even came out. I mentioned that earlier this week and last week. So you're in a rock and a hard, between a rock and a hard place, so to speak, because you're not going to be able to get a loan to pull you out, right? Because no lending institution, international lending institution, is going to lend you money if there is this uncertainty of war breaking out in a region. So that's not happening. Investment is also going to be on pause. So there are things that we might be able to get a lot of foreign investment, but it's not going to happen once this is going on. And that's what I'm saying. It's either you're pulling the trigger or you're not pulling the trigger. Or to quote Marshall, Skinny Fabulous, and Lil Natty and Thunder Tune, pull the pin. It's either you're pulling the pin or you ain't pulling the pin, right? Could be the carnival season as well. Right? So there are certain economic issues that I think the public is not privy to. And I think that the government has done a piss poor job of communicating those issues to the public. And I said it from the start. All you remember? When they swore in the cabinet, what did Stephen Reed sit down here and say? Where's your communication ministry? Who is your minister of communication? How are you going to communicate with the public? And this is what happened, I think, at the end of last year. You had no proper communication with the public. Not everybody's going to watch the Parliament channel. The mere fact that those traffic fine increases took place in the budget and it was in the finance bill, both which were debated, right, tells you that not everybody will watch the Parliament channel. So people didn't know, people only noticed it when it hit the Gazette. But it was there, but they only make noise when they see it in the Gazette. Now, if you had a proper communication department or a proper press secretary, right? They could say what they want, but they are like Donald Trump, they don't like, you see that woman who's the press secretary? Caroline Hewitt, or whatever her name is? That woman is our boss, boy. I ain't lying. But you have to have a proper press secretary or a communication ministry. You have to have experienced people in that communication department that knows how to handle it. Otherwise, you're going to end up with chaos, which is what you have right now with the traffic fines. But like I said, you know how we are in the country? 7 to 9 days, something else is going to pop up and that's it. Anyway, we're going to open the phone lines, take a few calls before I go to the break. Or no, we're going to go to the break and we'll come back and take some calls to the top. So stay tuned. We're going to be back after this to take your phone calls. Don't go anywhere. Breaking On continues.
It's the mega $20 sale at Passat's Food King. Get bigger, better deals on Catelli Ketchup 750 ml, 3 packs now $20. Sting Energy Drink 6 cans now $20. Fruited Juice 1 liter 2 now $20. Orchard Drink 250 ml 5 for $20. Coca-Cola 2 liter 2 bottles $20. Cold 2 liter 3 bottles $20. Pear Track 300 ml 3 now $20. Juicy 500 ml 7 bottles $20. And there's more mega deals on Golden Brand Margarine 3 sticks now $20. Flavor Right Ice Cream Sandwichery now $20. Gilchrist Yum Yogurt 4 tubs now $20. 10 gala apples $20. Carrots 3 packs now $20. Fresh Harvest Chani and Brine 3 tins now $20. Bridgeport Vegetable Oil 500 ml 2 bottles $20. Catelli Pasta Cups 4 packs $20. That's real value, real savings. Real food for the season. Mega $20 deals valid until January 11th or while stocks last.
Quality value, that's our way. A real person, we're here to stay. Good food, keep us odds.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply, everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycareTT@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE, that is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerators parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Tired of the daily school run? Say hello to Open Minds Education, your 100% online school built for life in the Caribbean. From preschool to secondary, they've got your child covered. Anytime, anywhere, no traffic, no textbooks, no hidden fees. Just smart, flexible learning with real teachers who care. It takes a village to raise a child, and Open Minds, they are that village. Learn today, lead tomorrow. Call or WhatsApp 868-388-6635 or visit openminds.education to register.
Is your life stuck in the same struggles again and again? Pandith Bhargav helps remove negative energy, solve love problems, fix marriage disputes, clear financial stress, and stabilize job and business issues. With accurate psychic, palm, and horoscope readings, he guides you toward the right path. His powerful 30-minute session brings quick relief and clear direction. Take the first step today. Call +1 868-347-2350.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78 Bamboo Settlement number 2 Valsain between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
All right, people, so we're back, and we want to go straight to the phone line. I know there's a story there with Nicki Minaj as well, that they're calling for her to be deported as well, after she appeared on the Turning Point USA with Erica Kirk, and, you know, her statements and so on and so forth. I'll see if I could put some information out there on that. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Morning, my dear, go ahead.
I'm listening to everything you're talking about there, and I would like to know if this morning that person from CNC3, if they still have a job.
I'm very sure they do, yeah.
we rely on you all, you know, for information, and you can't just get a story like that and run with it and post it and put it on TV and have everybody crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if I don't look at your program in the morning, I wouldn't know what's going on, you know, because I look to you for news.
And I can understand why the guy is so upset.
Yeah, something printed.
Yeah.
And CNC3, they come in, they interview one man. So who verified that story?
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody verified that story.
Yeah.
This is what I would like to know. But I would like, you know what my question is this morning? You all talked about the police and everything. But I would like to know, what sort of training does our firemen do?
The firemen?
I saw a video with some firemen trading, and it was the most amazing thing. I would like to know what sort of training our firemen do.
Okay.
I mean, if you have the video with the men training, the firemen training, you could send it for them to show us how other people train for the fire service.
Yeah, no problem.
It is amazing. Our firemen can't even stand up straight. Okay, I go on.
Lord Father, you want to tell you. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Stefan. How you going, man?
Morning, man. What's up?
Stefan, nobody do you just run an ad a few seconds ago there with this person you had to call in to fix all your problems. Why we don't call them to fix everything for Trinidad and Tobago? Man, bringing back home, man, financial, everything that ad fixing for the country. We don't believe in that thought. But anyway, Stefan, you mentioned something there earlier that how we reached here, how we reached in this point where you can't trust nothing coming out from the media, you cannot trust what the government saying, you can't, you know, like we program in a way that we can't believe nothing in Trinidad at Tobago again. And then Chef also mentioned something about bringing out the positivity and looking at the positive things rather than always the negative thing. I listened to the commissioner on social media when he was making the statement about the crime situation and thing. And every comment, at least 99% of the comment, had nothing to do with what he was saying and the statistic that he brought to the population. Everything was, what are we reading? Look how we closing the eyes. What are we playing with the hands? You know? Like they didn't appreciate, okay, the trend that Trinidad and Tobago was going was over 500 murders every year. It is less than 400.
Right.
And we are happy about that. It's like we vexed that the crime rate down. We vexed that home invasions are down. We vexed of hearing that, hear what? No matter how bad things are, it is still less than what it was in the last year. And people talking that they're feeling safe again. So what you are saying that how we would have you would have felt safer if the crime rate was 600 murders per year. So again, it go back to why it is we have to beat people in this country for them to do the right thing. We didn't even suppose to have a traffic law in this country if people was to obey the roads, drive with care and understanding that it's of others and things. And then you have now to enforce all these measures to try to tell us as a citizen and as a population to do the right thing and to be good law-abiding citizens in our country. But we're looking to blame everybody else and everything else. But we are looking to see how much of a sickening type of people that we are in Trinidad and Tobago, rather than, try to correct ourselves than others. Have a good morning, Stefan. Be safe outside here, and Happy New Year. Take care.
Yeah, same here, man. 327-7400. Hello, good morning. Morning.
Morning, had to laugh.
Yeah, man, what good on?
Now, the nation is self-regulated. All the things they put in place, we have begun to self-regulate. We were talking about the prices in the grocery. The grocers wasn't getting the sales, they adjust the prices, that packages, people started buying. We went to the market, the same thing happened. So we will regulate ourselves as we go along. My issue is that the police going after the motorists, I want them to go after the real criminals the very same way and bring them to justice. We never have. And the fake news people, and they sensationalize, and some people are calling the PNN media, we will expect that. But we need to look at ourselves now and what is important to us and what is not important to us. And we need to look at things from that perspective where we begin to find solutions for ourselves. We need to be alert. We can't go out on the road and the streets and just walk willy-nilly and expect the police to be here, there, and everywhere. I'm the first one to knock the police service, and in my view, I think they need to step up the act by more than 60%. And we will begin to feel a little different. But all over the world, which is a statement I would like to say, there are similar situations, and they all can't find ways and means of dealing with that. But today is the first day of the New Year that we're chatting. Chef, Happy New Year, man. I want to tell Stephanie, stick to media. The man is not a magician. He tried to disappear the food and he can't disappear. What kind of appetite do you have? A man who loves your food and can't disappear. Eh? Come on, man. Them boy in the back. Lick up their moon. I was looking for second helping already. Come down, man.
Yeah, man. Enjoy the weekend.
Continue. But we have a responsibility ourselves and let us do that. Have a good day, man.
All right, man. No problem. Oh, Lord of mercy. Yeah, I tell you, we're going again. Hello, good morning. I could probably squeeze 2 more. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good day.
Yeah, morning, man. Happy New Year.
Same to you, brother.
Yeah, man.
Wonderful New Year, brother.
Who's this?
Okay, I want to find out something. Right now, we had a reduction in crime, which is very good. But are we going to live in a permanent state of emergency?
Are we going to?
Is that the crime plan a permanent state of emergency?
A permanent state of, well, it ends this month. It ends this month,
So
and my thing is, what happens when it ends?
What about when the state of emergency? What about when the state of emergency is lifted? So well, let's move on for now. Another thing too, I heard you speaking about recently about the system that they had with the points.
The demerit point system.
With the the traffic, yeah. Okay, when somebody now, you say they have an increase in the fines, the person could pay the fine because they're financially able to pay the fine, and then they do something again and they pay the fine, and they commit another crime and they break the law again and they pay the fine. And they pay the fine and they pay the fine and they pay the, and eventually they end up killing somebody on the road. All right. Now what is happening here? The system they had before was to make sure that these people now can, after doing all this, after breaking the law so many times, they take away the license and then eventually they might want to get reformed. Then they might go and say, let me go and change my driving practices.
Okay.
But when they can pay the fine and pay the fine and pay the fine and pay the fine and keep on paying the fine, I mean, they will tell themselves, well, I can afford to pay the fine, no problem. And they never change the driving habits.
Right.
So that was the benefit of it.
Okay.
That was the benefit of it. Have a blessed day, brother.
All right, no problem. Well, it's interesting that the caller made that point, that you just pay the fine, and commit the same offense. But the higher the fine is, the harder it is to pay. So somebody like the guy who got the ticket and he got it for $4,500, he is asking, well, I had to pay this by February, and I mean, if I do, the money will go happen, boy. That's a very, very good question, an interesting question. If I can't pay the fine, a hefty fine, like $4,500 by February, what then? Right? And I'm simply saying that I don't think the government has communicated that. Maybe they should, right? Because the fines are so hefty. Okay, if a citizen cannot pay that fine, or they cannot pay the full fine, what happens then? What happens then? Anybody know? Does anybody know what happens then? Huh? If you can't pay the fine, let's say, all right, you get a fine and it's $6,000. Now, you get a fine for $6,000 for some traffic offense. You pay that $6,000, brother, I guarantee you, you ain't going to commit that offense again because the fine is so hefty. A lower fine, you might commit the offense again because it's low. But my point is this. If you cannot pay that high fine, what happens then by the deadline date? It can't be that you're going to jail for an offense like that. Now, what about community service? No, but what about community service? If I can't pay the fine, then I am subjected to community service for X amount of hours, where I have to go and clean up the parks or something, I don't know, some sort of community service. Chef, you are trouble, man. Yes. Anyway, that's something that has not been discussed, but that needs to be looked at. But we do have to take the final break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap up with the birthdays. I think we only have 4, so stay tuned. First breaking on for the year. I didn't get to the Nicki Minaj stuff with her being, they're calling for her to be deported. There's a petition out there. She did lose, I think it was 10 million followers on Instagram and things like that, based on her appearance on Turning Point USA with Erica Kirk and some of the comments that she made there. But maybe that's something we can look at on Monday. But we take the break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap things up with the birthday. Stay tuned.
Hey friends, this is Blaze and I'm urging you guys to go out and purchase a ticket for QRC's 3-car raffle. It's a great raffle, so go get those tickets now and support the QRC. Come on, give them the support.
By public demand, the draw date for the 3-car raffle presented on behalf of Queens Royal College is now extended to Saturday, January 24, 2026.
Merry Christmas! First prize is a luxurious, fully loaded Royal Ride Ford Ranger.
New draw date, Saturday, January 24.
Tickets only $100.
All tickets already purchased remain valid, and additional tickets at $100 are still available at
True Value, Reliable Appliances, Christina Shoe Store, Kenny Sports, Unique Bookstore, Extra Foods, JTA Supermarkets, Police Credit Union, ABC Home Center, The Trinity Shop, PRW Enterprises, Sharon Bookstores, Starlight Drugs, Ishmael Khan and Sons, Shamir Spas, Modern Electrical, Bagat's Drugs, Stevenson's Fashions, also Crosby St. James, Athletes by the Park, Cincinnati Drugs Sangre Grande, Bellini Drugs San Fernando, IslandEtickets.com.
The deadline for ticket purchase is Monday, 19th January. Get your tickets now.
For more info, call the college at 622-1671 or the hotline at 491-1802.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE, that is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
Greetings to you all in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior, the sweet Rose of Sharon and the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus. I am Ezekiel Johnson Fort, and I am pleasured to inform you of the newest branch of the Christian Union Church, Trinidad and Grenada District, San Juan Revival Ministries. If you are desiring prayer, healing, or that closer connection to the Heavenly Father, then the place to be is at San Juan Revival Ministries. And allow me to ask you one question. Are you living a life without Jesus Christ? Do you desire freedom from spiritual bondage? Then the only solution to your problem is Him. In the book of Matthew, chapter 11 and verses 28, it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And this is mostly speaking to those of you who are Christians and you might not have a place to fellowship. Come. Fellowship with us at the Christian Union Church, San Juan Revival Ministries. Come, be edified and equipped by the Word of God preached by the man of God, Senior Reverend Bishop Dave Donation. You will be empowered by the move of the Holy Spirit of the living God. Come and be comforted. If you desire to be an environment that shows compassion and care for your spiritual needs, growth, and development, then fellowship with us at number 1 Bagatelle Corner, Saddle Road, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. I look forward to seeing you there, and God bless you all, and may the peace of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, be with you now and always. God bless you all.
It's the mega $20 sale at Passat's Food King. Get bigger, fatter deals on Rosemont Chicken Vienna sausages. 4 tins, now 20. Sierra Chicken Frank, 3, now 20. Nestle Green Butterfly Milk, 3, now 20. Basler Mac and Cheese, 3 boxes, 20. Swiss Pasta Macaroni and Spaghetti, 4 packs, 20. Sir Dishwashing Liquid, 2 bottles, $20. Royalty White Vinegar, 1 liter, 5 bottles, 20. Sales Coconut Cream Powder, 5 packs, now 20. Swiss Pasta Cards, 4 packs for 20. Moo Low Fat Evaporated Milk, 4 packs, now 20. Cook's Make Quick Oats, 4 packs now 20. Matux peanut butter, 2 bottles 20. Fresh Harvest peas and carrots, 4 tins now 20. Duncan Hines cake mix, just $20. Fresh Harvest dried pigeon peas, 3 tins now 20. Santa Rosa chicken Vienna sausages, 4 tins $20. That's real value, real savings, real food for the season. Mega $20 deals, valid until January 11th or while stocks last.
Quality value, that's our way. Now we are first we're here to stay. The food keep us sides.
If you're planning an event, make us your first option. At Reality of a Dream, we can make your event memorable. We can assist in planning your corporate functions, moderate gatherings, family occasions, christenings, and more. We also cater for weddings and other special occasions. Our newly renovated venue includes a majestic entryway, which takes you along a path to a fantastic indoor facility which can accommodate up to 80 dining guests. A recently completed fully air-conditioned, beautifully designed wing, which maintains the theme and flow of Reality of a Dream, adds 30 extra seats for dining guests. In total, we can now seat a total of 110 dining guests. Come see for yourself the splendor that awaits you. Walk along the path and make your way to the breathtaking, well-maintained swimming pool and gazebo, and also the entire grounds of Reality of a Dream. We've also updated the Dream Suite, which comes with all modern conveniences, where guests can enjoy the feeling of an exquisite retreat overlooking the entire area. Reality of a Dream caters to professional events. We provide secured parking for guests, so call us at 332-6880 and ask for Harriet. Located at number 15 Moses Avenue, San Juan. Reality of a Dream, making dreams come true every day.
All right, people, so we're going to wrap things up for today. It is Friday, and it is the second day of 2026. On Monday, we start afresh, and we got some birthdays to get to. So we're going to say happy birthday going on to Mikey, my good partner, Mikey, Studio 9, and birthday greetings coming down from his wife, Anne, and his grandson, Omani. All right, and Mikey will celebrate his birthday tomorrow. Big up yourself, Mike. Yeah, man. Also, morning, Stefan, I want to take this time to wish my son an early happy birthday, which will be tomorrow, the 3rd of January. Happy birthday, Jaden Rambachan. Coming from his mom, Salisha Ali, dad, Besham Rambachan, sister, Jamie, brother, Leon, and his one and only grandparents, Kamini and Bobby Harnarine. Wishing him a good and prosperous day tomorrow with blessings, strength, love, and success. And they want you to know they love you, Jaden. We didn't get a picture. They didn't love you enough to send a picture. But say what? You know, they love you still.
Yep.
Just not that much. All right. I'm only joking. All right. Good morning, Stefan. Kishore and Monica started their journey on the 3rd of January, 1971. It was not always smooth, but they made it work. And what? No, you see, all must double check all the type before her. I wish you much things is smallest one. I can't even read that because I don't even know what it means. All right, but all right. Monica is saying thank you to her husband. Thanks for his kindness and patience and your unwavering love. All right? So, happy anniversary going out to Kishore and Monica as they celebrate it tomorrow. You see what I mean? Watch. You see? Just watch. We make it this far, and I wish you, I don't know what that means. How much things, I know that is much things. And you understand? Yeah. I don't know what went on there when they were typing. They probably fell asleep. and yeah, anyway. And finally, we want to make a birthday greeting. We want to send out a birthday greeting for Molly Gobin. Molly Gobin, happy birthday to you. And this is a happy belated birthday to a beautiful mother and grandmother, Molly Gobin, wishing you a very happy birthday from her 2 daughters, Nyla and Sintra. Also, her 4 grandchildren and great-grandchildren. She's the light of our lives, and we will always need to prosper. Oh, the light of our lives that we will always need to prosper. Love you. Nice. So, Molly Gobin, happy birthday to you belatedly. Nobody celebrated a birthday today? Everybody is for the 3rd. And Molly is belatedly. So we have no birthday for today? I gotta say happy birthday to all of you celebrating your birthday today.
Yes, yeah.
The director said that what? One coming in now? That coming too late. You must see? All right, look at here. All right, we'll get it. All right, yes. All right, we have one for today. It came in late, but we have it. They probably thought we were going till 8:30 now. They didn't hear us say we finished it on time. Well, almost on time. We got to say happy birthday go out to Denisa Gibbs. Denisa Gibbs will celebrate her birthday today. Denisa, happy birthday to you. Nice one. So I'll tell you what, we're going to wrap things up. I don't know, boy, Chef Boy. We draw yesterday, boy. I draw with Leeds.
Yeah,
you draw with Sunderland.
Good football, eh?
Boy,
Good football, boy.
Arsenal fans, they're ecstatic right now, you know. They open up a little gap there at the top, you know.
Yeah, but
the Arsenal fans, yeah, boy.
The second half of the season starts, so let me see where
what happens. Yeah.
Let me see where they go.
But I'm telling you, Liverpool ain't playing good at all, boy. I'm surprised we fought. Sunderland, missing 7 starters right now to AFCON. And still holding that position right there. Sunderland is probably the best running team in the English Premier League. Good game yesterday. You know, when you take everything into consideration, you know what I mean? But anyway, we'll see what happens over the weekend. You know what I mean? Liverpool, we had to do better than that, boy. We need a spark from somewhere. All right, so people, it was a pleasure coming out today and being with you for the first show for Breaking On for 2026. On Monday, we will be back to do this all over again. And you do enjoy a great weekend. I want to say thanks to my boy Richard. Thank you, Richard, you and the whole crew. I went up in Blanchisseuse and I spent a little time yesterday with them. Beautiful house, boy. I ain't lying. Up in Blanchisseuse there. And big up the whole crew for being so hospitable. And Richard, the wife say, she married here 19 years, going in 20. Every year you just sit down, watch the woman wrap gifts for Christmas and all kind of thing. You never lend a hand. However, this year he lent a hand. And unfortunately, he let the cat out of the bag. He could wrap gift better than her. And for 19 years, he never let her do that. And had the woman wrapping all the gifts. Richard, well, boy, you know, going on this Christmas and when school open, book and thing at a cover and all. That your work now. So until Monday, people, have a great weekend. We're out.
Good morning. Welcome to Breaking Dawn.